Hi there, I'm Dr. LaQuita J, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about all things that in between being and becoming a pharmacist. How you doing? You all right? In this video, for the past couple of weeks, I have been really talking about, just starting, how to keep the momentum when you do start, and by creating an environment. But in that just start video, and if you have not watched it, I'm going to reference it above somewhere in this shot. But anywho, I want to make sure that we are talking about too, you know, the whole thing of the reason why we say like you can't it's sometimes so hard to start because of what we're saying to ourselves. And how do we believe in ourselves? Like how like what does that look like to believe in yourself? And I want to talk about ways to believe in yourself. And just simply put, just being honest, like let me give you the punch right before the hand, because at the end of the day, there's no secret to believing in yourself, like saying, hey, you do this, you're gonna believe in yourself. Like that's not realistic. It takes time to believe in yourself. And the only way you can believe in yourself is simply believe in yourself. Like they're just simple. Like it's something where it has to click for you, where you was like, okay, I got it. Where it's like the confidence builds up, the resilience builds up, the positive mindset builds up, the positive talk. And it's like, okay, now I believe in myself. And that's what we have to do. That's how the approach to believing yourself, because believing yourself, it impacts when we do not, let's just throw, when we do not believe in ourselves, right, it really impacts our actions, our decisions, and our overall happiness, right. um for instance, right, let's take up something, let's just take something different. Typically we talk about like NAPLEX and stuff like that, study tools, and like I said, being becoming a pharmacist, right. But let's talk like on a personal note, right, of um and let's just say, because this is a topic where it's a topic. I say it's a known topic, right? But the thing of being relationships, when a person doesn't know their self-worth, they will end with anybody, land with anybody, because they don't feel like they're good enough to get the thing, or like an opportunity presents itself, you will self-sabotage or decline because you don't feel like you're worthy enough for it, because you don't believe in yourself, right? I want to give concrete details, but I'm trying like, do we really want to go that deep today? I'm like, we don't. We don't want to go that deep today, but you get where I was going, right? Um, when we don't believe in ourselves, like it really truly impacts our actions, our happiness, and it really is that thing. And oftentimes too, it starts with our like our self talk. Um, how, like, are you that person where, when someone gives you a compliment, you do either want to give them a compliment back, you do not take a compliment, or it's one of those things of you almost get into an argument with a person because they gave you a compliment. Like that has happened to me recently. There with some people. I'm like, girl, just take the compliment. Why are you arguing with me about something good I said about you? It doesn't make sense, but I understand is that talk, that negative self talk, they don't, feel that they are worthy enough for it. So therefore it's easy for them to go ahead and create chaos, create difficult situations, create problems, because they don't believe in themselves enough to say, hey, I got it, I can do it, you know. That's truly a thing, but sad to say, but very true, right? Um, but this not here or there. Look at me. I want to give y'all a good story, but I feel like the stories I have in my spirit right now are just not on the real negative and extreme side of why we don't believe in ourselves, and situations why we could not believe in ourselves. And I don't want to go there today, okay? So let me redirect this real quick. Um, let me, okay. Um, but ways that we can truly believe in ourselves. I want to give you some things. Of course, I always talk about, like, I have videos on, replacing that negative self talk with positive self talk. I will link that video, as well. But we can journal, we can do that stop and replace, where we realize we're saying something negative about ourselves and automatically stop and say, hey, hold up, we're not doing this today. We're not talking about ourselves today, right? That's the way you can believe in yourself. You can, the thing too with the believing yourself is the building that self-confidence gradually, like starting the small little things, like doing those small wins. Not everything has to be so big, like doing small things, like paying yourself on back with small things. Like I said before, we just got 100 YouTube subscribers. We are excited and happy about that. We're gonna take that win. And sometimes I'm always like, well, what about this background, changing the background? It's just like, no, it's small beginnings. Like, look at how someone started versus when someone finished. Like, you can literally go to a YouTube channel, because I'm sure you got some people you've been following for years, right? I know I do, right? And I can go from their first video into what they do now. Like, it's literally YouTube said something you may want to watch, right? And this lady, I love her. She's one of those things of having why it's possible for me to do what I want to do, because I realized that how I want to show up as a pharmacist did not exist. But you reading other people's stories in different industries, like she was a lawyer who turned to being this 8, 9 figure business owner. And I love that. Like, she started her own law practice, and then now she doesn't even practice law, she does her own thing. And it's like, yeah, it's so possible. Yeah, she's not a pharmacist like I am, but it's confidence that I can do it. And seeing her video flash, well, come across the screen, it was like, look at that. That was just 3 years ago. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, she looked kind of little ashy, a little something, like the video all grainy and this and that. But and just seeing her on a video, just she just uploaded like last week. It's like full production in this grand background, sitting with her guests. Like, it's just amazing to me, right? And I'm like, LaQuita, that gives you how you can be. And I think that's where too I want to say something like the image, your environment, environment of people, of what you're seeing, that also matters. I know last week we talked about like physical environments, but also like that mental environment of what we're saying to ourselves, and then to having reinforcements in place and things to remind you of that. Like for me, and how I got into her, like because I read her book that made me want to explore more of, like, oh, who is this person? What is this? Because it's like she was a lawyer who said, this is not how I want to. This is not how I want to show up in the world, and she created it. And for me being the same way, like saying, because I was that one who was my last year of pharmacy school and said that I don't want to be a pharmacist. And people say, keep on going, you get the finish. And I'm like, okay. Um, and then showing up, and it's like I realized how traditional pharmacists are not how I want to show up as a pharmacist. Like, I want to do more prevention than treating the disease state. So that's one of the things of that. Or even like, I that's my thing of how I want to move and show up. So I went and got my master's in public health just because of that. So looking into that, and just seeing her, reading her book gave me hope. And that's one of the things of like how it was able me to believe in myself. And when there are times when I'm on this journey of, do people really want formula RPH? Do people really want our services for NAPLEX? Because like that ocean of doubt comes, because I have to be transparent, because oftentimes y'all think that Dr. LaQuita J got it all together. She does not. She does not have it all together. But I just learned how to navigate and move with it. And that's one of the things of me, like help me believe myself. If I'm honest, what helps me to believe myself is, and not just, I had these whole lists and stuff, but we're not gonna scratch that list. We're just gonna be, we're gonna have a key. We're gonna have this is our weekly FaceTime. We're gonna have FaceTime right now. And how I'm able to believe myself is this how I start my day. Like, I start my day out with positivity. Like, what are you listening to? A lot of times, if I'm honest, especially before it became like popular by demand of being a NAPLEX coach, a NAPLEX tutor, it wasn't popular. People was looking like, oh, but now everybody popping up with it. But it wasn't popular when I started this journey. It was not, nobody was doing it at all. And it's like, well, somebody believe in me. And honestly, it was me finding people. Like I may not have people in my physical circle, but what I did do is like I found like YouTube channels of people who just dare to be different, who dare to say, hey, I don't like where I'm in, I'm gonna go do it. I changed my mindset and I started listening to them and became a thing of like this is where like these were my business friends. These were my yeah, they were my business, my client. In my head, like, girl, we just had a key. Thank you for this video. I needed this. Let me go back and get into what I'm doing. So, that's what I'm really hoping what y'all be doing, especially with like Make It Happen Mondays. When y'all say study with me, like y'all studying, like I'm your hey, we here, we studying together, we working together. I may not be physically studying, but hey, we working together. You guys on the screen doing something with you. Like that is my hope and my desire for you. And for me, that's what it was. Like listen to YouTube videos, and I started getting to audible books, and start really listening to people more, like people who overcome, because I need to understand about overcoming. When that ocean of doubt comes, when I feel like I can't do anything, like what I'm saying to myself. So then I start doing that. It's like, hey, by me feeding my mind, I wanted to now have that reach, like have that. Like last year, I read the book Tribal Millionaires, right? And that's in my goal, like having different settings of where I'm in different sets with different business owners. Because in the day, yes, I'm a pharmacist, but I'm also a CEO of a company, and I have to understand like pharmacy school to teach me how to be a business owner. They teach me how to be a CEO. I had to learn that. I had to get that. So I'm in groups where we are with different CEOs. Like I learn different stuff because that's what the thing of it. No, you do not need a degree to be a business owner. But I had a learning gap that I had to fulfill. And that learning gap was through reading books, get into programs where people were doing the things I was doing, and get into and then just meeting like-minded people. So that's one of the biggest things that hope. Because just prime example, like I know y'all talk, and I was like, and that there was a whole time, like I said, I polled the newsletter, Form D Moving Forward newsletter, and joined it. By the way, I I did the newsletter, and by me doing the newsletter, it allowed me to say, hey, um, they said they wanted this planner. The planner returned to a playbook because of all the things it had to say. Like this is so much more than a planner. This is a workbook. They got quizzes. They got all type of stuff people help. Like I want somebody who's taking the nail place feel like I'm there, but even when I'm not there, right? So it became more than that. And then I started in August, a kind of little thing like we was doing good, but September it became it kind of slowed down a little bit in September. If I'm honest, it slowed down. And then the thing was, I had accountability group, like it's the plans of circles. It had me to believe in it. Not only like I'm watching YouTube videos, believing in myself and believing what I can truly do, but also having a circle of someone saying, "Oh, you can get that done by this date." So you should send a picture with this date. I'm like, hey. And even when I did actually the photo shoot a couple weeks ago with the playbook. And look at me, putting lipstick on a thing, tragic. Sorry, but getting this playbook done, right? I had that photo shoot, and the guy says he's like, "How long did it take you to get this done?" I said 3 months. He said, "No way." I said, "Yes, 3 months." He was like, "Ain't no way." I was like, "Yeah, 3 months." And I was like, "Why?" He said, "That was quick. It most of take like a year or something." I said, the thing was, I had an idea what I planned, but I had people pushing me. I had someone saying, "Hey, we're gonna get this done by this date." So it was like one of those things of I wanted to get it done, and then I wanted to get it done in October, American Pharmacist Month. I wanted to promote American Pharmacist Month. However, I shied away. We did the challenge, but we just hinted at it. We didn't go full force in it with it. And it's like, no, let's go full force with it because we spent all the time. And I was like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was afraid to start promoting the book. And then I got in my head and so I don't believe in myself. And it's like, hey, but how are you able to believe in yourself and honestly believe that I can, that we will, the company will, not just I, the company will. This playbook will change lives. And I look forward to it because I know the value that it brings. And I see, now I know the value it brings, but I see what it's doing with my current clients. I'm seeing how it's changing the way they approach studying, the way they're going to use it. And that's what I love about it, right? But I wouldn't be able to believe in myself if I didn't have a person pushing me. And that's one of the things that you need. You need a community. You need people, just like like people in places set to make sure that you show up, that challenge you, to say, hey, you need to get this done. Responsible. Like even just last week, I gave my client, we did a baseline test, right? And I was like, okay, in about 4 weeks, I need you to go from a 46% to a 95%. Like increasing it. That's what we said. Like that's what we do. That you need that accountability. And for me, that's how I was able to believe in myself because I seen it, and it's also to seeing other people that done it. And that's one of the things of, and I've always, I always have a few of many of my clients a few years ago. Many of my clients typically was 3 years ago. One of my clients said it, but then it's other people to start saying like one of the biggest things of being a program, forming the RPH program is that you are there because you are a representation that you have succeeded the NAPLEX exam, that it's possible that I can succeed too. And I think that's what's needed, that can be said that I succeeded too. Y'all just hope, look at me. I'm just in here like anywho, but saying like you can succeed too. And that's one of the key things about it, like saying that I can succeed. Um, But you have to have it in that, so like that in your environment of people who speaking to you, like who you spend most of your time with, are people who are encouraging and pouring into you, are they just energy suckers and taking all your energy? Like I have a person where when I'm about to do something, I don't talk to them because I know soon, like I mean the time they get on the phone, I say hello, is it is always just they're just vomiting. And what they're vomiting is not even positive at all. So I have to constantly be like, I can't do that. I can't be on it at all. But you gotta go. You have to. You have to believe in yourself. Like it's one of those things you have to do. Because when we don't believe in ourselves, it's just it just hinders us. And I had to realize that for me. And I'm sharing my struggles, my story, because I hope it resonates with you. Um, Being that I'm constantly surrounded around different people who wear it, and I think that's where you start. No, nothing. That's where you started. You go where. What do you want to achieve? And you ask yourself, who is achieving that? Who is achieving that? Is it somebody close to you achieving that? Is someone you could reach out to that's doing it? Or is it someone like, again, and it becomes like finances too. Like I couldn't afford different things when I first started out. However, I went to YouTube. They became my people, right? They became my like this is my tribe. Then you start reaching out. And then when you're able to, you start small and you get into those circles and you be around people who are achieving what you want to achieve. I think that's the best way to do it, and how it's going to help you to believe in yourself to achieve the goal you want to achieve. That's exactly how you're going to do it. Because I could believe in myself if I didn't know other people were doing it. It's hard to do it. I'm saying I could believe myself, don't get me wrong, but it's 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 better, it's easier to believe in yourself when you know it's possible that it can be done. Because sometimes it's just hard to believe the impossible thing. And when you start doing that, you believe like, hey, somebody resonates something to you. You start doing the small things, like that positive, the small things to help with your confidence. Me, it was the affirmations I say to my, like the affirmations I give myself, the things I say to myself, my environment. I start my day off with positivity, even the day I feel like I can't do it. I go and I journal about it. I write it out. It's even sometimes I get into the habit of I write down everything that's like bad that I feel like I can't do, and I rip it up or I'll burn it because I want to believe that I can do it. So I said it to you. The only way to believe in yourself is to simply believe in yourself. But there are tools and ways to help you believe in yourself, be it an environment, our daily habits, those positive affirmations, our self care routines, those personal growth strategies like me, I've used where I just start my day off with like either a music, a motivational video, just something that's uplifting to my spirit. It's never gonna be nothing. Um, it's just always something uplifting. I don't listen to like rap and stuff in the morning time, and like I just want to make sure my day is set with goodness and positivity, like good posts. I read something. I'm very conscious of what I see and what I hear, and being in environments like when at times I can't, like I'm always just hearing. It's even to the point where it's always an awkward thing when people ride in a car with me because I'm always listening to a podcast or a sermon or audio book where people get in my car. I have to like, oh, okay, well, let me see what I listen to, like, cause I haven't listened to any music, or like, and oh, don't get especially somebody in my car that's listen to rap. It's a whole struggle because I probably know more old school rap, and even if that, I don't know too much. I just like what I like, right? But it's one of those things of I have to, because I'm just always in improvement, even when like I'm cleaning or something. Like, I'm just always listening to something. I'm just always being mindful of what is going to my ear, what I'm seeing. So how to believe in yourself? Simply start with small routines, small habits that can build it, that cultivate the environment to believe in yourself. And it's going to start with mentally, and then we branch out physically. Like, who are you talking to? Who is that immediate circle that can pour to you and help you succeed the thing that you want to succeed? Okay. I hope I said something that resonated with you, that left you better than how you started this video. Um, I thank you for watching because I don't take that lightly at all. And I wish you absolute the best. If you can believe in yourself and understand that you are an amazing person. You are a child of God that has been called to do so many great things. Okay? You are. And I hope you sit in it and that it resonates with you. Until next time, remember that pharmacy is on limit. You are. Now go be great, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.